Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Wait, why did you get not first? Why did you get not first? First is available. No one's gotten first yet. Wait, is it not showing up yet? No, it says it's redeemable. I'm also texting real fast. What time? I'm like, oh hi, yeah, it's been such a long time. It's been such a long time. How are you doing? I'm just responding back to this text message. They're asking if I want to earn a little extra cash and babysit, but I might be watching them with my friend. Yeah. Ooh, how do I respond? Okay, there we go. Hi. Okay, you know what? Ta-da! I'm here. Also, am I sunburnt yet? I did change my hair to these little buns, because like the way I had my ears earlier. Also, yeah, this is because of Genshin, Asher. This is because of Genshin. Do you see what it's done to me? Do you see what it's done to me? But yeah, I was wearing my little like headband thing, but because it has wires in it, but it like the ears were just kind of flopping down. So I was like, okay, we'll do this, and then I tied it. I think I might have do I have a picture of the updated hairstyle? No, I didn't take a picture of the updated hairstyle. But yeah, at one point I had them all. I have hair all the way up. But yeah, I feel like my cheeks might have a little sunburn. But yeah, let's hop right into gameplay. Where doesn't this look new, Asher? You haven't seen this before either, have you? Oh my gosh! 1 second, I gotta get my blanket. Ugh. My blanket fell down. Whee! Yippee! Okay, so what were we doing? It's been a long time since the Sumeru's Samsara. And, oh yeah. Also, Asher, so new and fancy. The plot behind Genshin. As you know, Traveler and their sibling came. One of them got kidnapped. Wait till you get to time loops. Wait till you get to time loops. Let's get, okay, yeah, so we went and we talked to Catherine, and then Nahida was like, oh, by the way, I've taken over this body. So we're gonna go talk to Nahida. I keep saying her name wrong as well. I keep saying Nahida, but it's Nahida. Okay.
Let's continue our chat here.
So she took over Catherine's body because she's the Dendro Archon.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Possess a key figure in academia. Possess a oh, because we're telling her to possess a student infantry. We could grab someone close to sages and question them.
In the dark as of now, since we still don't know anything about.
Because the sages created a samsara, which is a time loop,
and lead to terrible consequences. After all.
Also, today was supposed to be Stardew. I looked at my schedule. It was supposed to be Stardew.
I've already tried that. But all the key members of the academia, even the core 30
so this
cards,
here is the Akasha terminal.
Avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
And so Nahida is the Dendro Archon, which is the god of wisdom, and the previous god of wisdom created these Akasha terminals, which is a way to connect everyone to the knowledge. Oh no, my close capture! I did not turn on my CC. 1 second. And so, if you have an Akasha terminal, all you have to do is like ask a question, and if it's, you know, if you're privy to that information, it'll just answer your question. But that's how Nahida is able to possess people, is like through the Akasha terminal.
It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Oh, so
No
just,
way, that's
oh,
too risky.
you said no to all of our suggestions.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
Also, Asher, do you want to know a world-breaking revelation about Catherine? Because I thought people were memeing when they were telling me this, but it turns out they were not memeing. I won't tell you unless if you tell me to.
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru. Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay.
So she's like, I want to sound smart.
You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved,
Sorry about all the yawning. The sun took a lot out of me.
then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
How are you gonna do that?
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does
Are we gonna go tell
sound
Hytham?
good.
Ah, please tell me I'll Hytham.
Oh, before coming back, I
Yes!
met someone named Alhaitham.
Oh, Hytham. I always say his
He
name wrong.
acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in
Oh?
mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
No, I don't.
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Sataria means star.
Oh, that's
When
cute.
she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky.
Now was she a big fish in a small pond? Now she a small fish in a big pond?
Later on, she was chosen by the sun.
The sun and the star. That's a
The
good book.
star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light.
I'm so sorry for the yawns. Oh my goodness.
Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame,
Oh, is that why
the
we're
star
gonna
buried her
possess
guilt
her?
and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the Academia. She still feels guilty about not doing
Aw.
more for the desert,
Okay, maybe I
right?
don't dislike
She's
her.
just running away from her problems.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Capybara, 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 capybara. Thank you for the capybara. I love capybara.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again.
I seriously don't know why I'm yawning so much.
That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Setaria will take a day off from the academia every 10
She
days
got
to do some
scheduled.
shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon, it happens to be
Capybara, 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 capybara. Yes, double capybara.
To prepare, let's
Thanks,
go check out some of her
Asher.
favorite spots, and to have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Are you gonna do that every time? Every time I yawn? Okay. Makes your brain go brrr. Seriously, same here. It's just like
This should be Setaria's favorite
capybara.
fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Setaria?
No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention
Why?
to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
What?
Talking style and key characteristics?
I'm with Paimon over here.
My poor lost lambs, have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom
She's
often
a child.
echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Oh my goodness, what's going on?
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a
Oh,
fortune
now
reading
she's
for
using
her?
Catherine's voice.
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Maybe?
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Yeah, you know, just only doing that. Only, oh my gosh, I think I'm burnt here as well.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Aspect? And my love.
Love prospects? No problem at all.
Asher, I'm so sad that the next Sims pack is romance. Ugh. I know that it's something that a lot of people will enjoy, but not me.
The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on...
The joke is that
So-
all of the people
so
with
many
visions
people
flirt
will
with
fall for you. How could that be?
Traveler. Like everyone with a vision.
Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've
Seriously,
ever done.
everybody loves Traveler.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Yeah, I kind of want a nap. I always feel that way after a day in the sun.
Is this another one of Setaria's
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Why? Why won't you just explain it to me?
Dear customers.
Why won't you explain it to
Would you like
me?
look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Catherine's a
Speaking
robot.
of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him.
Sounds
After
cool.
that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port
Nice.
Ormos now.
I wish I could do that.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it.
Will you?
Take care now.
Will you?
No problem.
Or will you tell
Rest
Catherine
easy,
to do
all
it?
our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia.
I'm so hungry.
So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine
I like
engineering.
this. It's kind of just like a little movie.
After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
Aww.
But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the academia after their next round of exams.
You can do it.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever
Shut up,
you go.
Paimon.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Guess that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss
She didn't tell you her
Chishan.
name. She didn't tell you her name.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
That's suspicious, Nahida. Where are we going now? Oop, up here?
Quit following me.
It really does feel like I'm just doing a movie right now.
Was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected?
Are we gonna give her a dream?
Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
We're gonna pretend to be those people in her
Sataria's already used to
dreams.
avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her
We're gonna
usual
pretend to be those
sensibilities.
people.
I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So, how
In
do
a
we
dream! Also,
Well,
the people in
King
Sumeru
Dashwood
don't
is long
dream.
gone, and Satari is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Dashwood's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So,
In a dream!
you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King
Okay,
Deshret.
not in a dream.
As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get
But you
through
don't want
to
to
Sataria
possess
for
innocent
sure.
people.
She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
So
You said you didn't want to possess
use all the
innocent
info we
people.
collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Wait, what?
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also
We don't.
wearing
We
an
took.
Akasha
We
terminal,
took our Akasha
the
terminals
effect
off.
will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't
Yeah.
you do it
Why
yourself?
can't Nita do it?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've
Okay.
never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, Asher, I don't think I told you about changing time. If it's ever like, oh, wait till the next day, just go over here. Oh, I didn't see what time it had to be. 12 to 6. Okay. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock on the dot. We're just gonna stand here for 24 hours. Ha 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 ha. That way you don't actually have to wait all that time. Okay, we have to go over to the fortune teller. Oh, there she is. The eagle is flying.
Here she comes! Satari is here! Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to
Oh
begin
no,
possessing
no,
them.
no, no, I don't like doing the
As for
falling
how we'll
quests.
sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
Oh.
I trust you'll know what to say.
I never know what to say.
I'm starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go.
Oh, we're wearing our
Looks like
Akasha
they've
terminal.
already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Why not here? We are in a hiding spot. Her eyes were so.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
What? I can't be distracted for a moment? The cat knows!
Strange. Cats seem pretty worked up.
The
Is
cats
something
know!
wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are
Oh,
their names
this
again?
is one of our tests.
That's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
Ahem. So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at
Well, that's
work?
all up to you, sweetie.
I really just want to get it over with.
That's all up to
hear
you, sweetie.
No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Oh no.
The gods are asking, Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Uh-oh.
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's
King
speaking
Deshret.
to you right now?
Oh, well.
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the Academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
Oh, it's a spirit.
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Oh. Oh, they almost got found out. They almost got found out.
Ooh, she just ran off in a hurry.
Does she
She
know?
looked pretty upset too.
Does she know?
Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect
I
anything amiss.
think you were incorrect,
To
Nita.
have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
She's all confused. She's like, wait, what?
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Haravatot theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Setaria.
Don't make me sneak. I hate this.
That keeps
Oh, I got an achievement. My primos. My primos. I still need 30. Well, 29. Okay. I really don't have to do much right now.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry? What? I thought he wasn't to
Oh,
play.
right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
He's feeling better, but he's down in Port Ormos.
Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit.
That's so sweet of her. She's actually not that
while
bad of
we're
a
talking
person.
about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, Please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret?
Oh.
I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet
Okay,
you
that's
chose to
kind of
betray
laying it on
King
thick,
Deshret,
Traveler.
and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Shots fired.
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Yes, you were.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might
I
feel
feel like that was a little bit
overwhelming for
much.
Sataria.
I feel like that was a little bit
But
much.
once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Now we just have the tavern.
Come on, Sataria.
Here we go again.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, here's our test.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
She
Wait,
remembers.
How could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Dang, Traveler!
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
That was extra thick, Traveler.
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all.
Oh, wait, what?
Get ready.
I don't know who the guard is.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Watcher right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
Oh, here we go.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of
Oh
the
my
wise
goodness.
King Deshret?
Now we're giving her
In fact,
hallucinations.
Aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Oh, we're
Sataria,
breaking her.
Why haven't you gone home?
We're breaking her. I feel so bad.
It seems seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time.
I have a cat.
Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass
Not that
judgment
god.
on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sumeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
Yeah, like she's just gonna tell some random
if we're willing
person.
to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
I really think it's that easy.
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
You just slipped up?
Dendro Archon.
You slipped up?
That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side!
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Are you the one who's gonna pick up those documents, Nita? Okay, now we have to wait till 7 o'clock tomorrow. Whee! 7 o'clock on the dot. What's up, Botan? What's up, Botan? I have kitty cat in my lap. Oh, she's licking my arm.
Wretched vermin!
Wait, did it not? Oh, did I not go to tomorrow? Oh, right, because it was early in the morning. Okay. So I have to do another time jump. Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on squall and fury.
There we go.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway,
Sure,
enough about that.
Paimon.
Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet.
That's my
You're
secret.
not
I'm
getting
always
paranoid, are you?
paranoid.
No, I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off.
It's a trap!
But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
It's a trap! Oh, we have to... Yeah, we actually have to travel there?
Too slow.
Huh.
That's rude.
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
I got a bad feeling about this. That's a lot of ramps. Good global time.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Oh, those are the people we
the
possessed.
triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular
Who's this?
welcome.
I think this is a harbinger.
I say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed
It's
I am.
the doctor!
Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
I don't like you.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments
ouch,
to
ouch,
their
ouch, ouch,
Akasha
ouch, ouch.
terminals.
Oh,
Now
she
they
just
can
got me.
deposit
Oh, she just got me.
information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world.
Uh-oh.
My
I'm in
experiment
danger.
is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Oh, is she putting them all to sleep?
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
Uh-oh. Oh, she got it good.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
I don't like the doctor. I don't like him. I knew it was a trap.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Yeah, we've definitely underestimated everything.
Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui.
It's always the Fatui.
What are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right? You mean...
Yeah, let's go find Tainari.
Right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia Forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Okay. And it's gonna be a short stream, but I'm really tired. I'm really hungry. And I kind of want to take a nap before fireworks tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm so mad that the doctor's here. Oh, we can't make a wish. But yeah, so short stream. Short stream, I do know, but I shall be back tomorrow. I need to get next week's schedule out as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you next time. Have a fantastic day. Nice little short stream. Cute little stream. And I have to go curl up and cry.